Was
princess. This is back when she was Paulette, maybe? Like, before she was a princess, she was somebody else. She had,
Oh,
like, a
yes.
regular
possible.
Princess
she is
Paulette.
Italian.
Paulatina, I think, is one of them, maybe.
I am
Oh,
curious. What are we discussing?
What the princess was before she was the princess in Mario.
Yeah, back when
Oh.
Mario was Jumpman.
Because we were just talking about, you know, Donkey Kong's personal growth, how he's come a long way from kidnapping hoes to, you know, being an upstanding guy and
Yo, that's true.
saving
Pauline.
Pauline. Okay.
Peach was Pauline originally? Like
Yeah.
where? In Donkey Kong?
Yeah, an original Donkey Kong.
OG.
Damn.
And he was like throwing barrels down the
Oh
ramps.
man,
Yeah.
I played so much that game when I was young.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's very solid.
I was only 40 years old at the time.
Hey, classics. You gotta play the classics just like you gotta watch the classics.
Right.
And I feel
Right.
like that's gonna be the thing moving forward, man. I feel like, you know how everybody talks about, like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Like all those classic movies. And we already do this with games. But games are already becoming a bigger industry than movies in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And more
There are
Super
movies.
good at it. I mean, that's the
There are
thing. You
movies
get
from the
to
early 2000s that are
emulate it.
on Turner Classic Movies now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
You like turn on Turner Classic Movies and see Dude, Where's My Car?
Pretty much.
You know? Also, welcome everybody to the D&D stream. We're back once again. Happy to be back. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you guys in the chat for all the lurks. We got Purple here, we got Puma here, and we got Sentry with the Nutfish and the Nutman emotes in chat. That's right. These emotes are made of jizz. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're pretty fantastic. I would love to see the conversation that was had between you and the artist whenever you requested these. Like, so I'm kind of going for like fish
Human theme?
and like a man would be dope, but if they could be made of jizz, that would be great. And he's like, dude, I got you. I do jizz stuff more than you would think. So yeah, last time my memory is gonna be shite. So I'm gonna let Zoofter give you guys the rundown of what we did last time, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream.
All right. So the crew is in the city of Sereni, which is a city full of debaucherous people. That's where Vice is from, of course. And there's also a gang that runs most of this place called the Swordfish Gang. And the group has decided that they are going to try to eradicate the Swordfish Gang and help the city out in the long run. So they've taken over. They killed one gang member and his little posse, and then they went after one of the gang leaders of this little area here. They are currently in Domna's den. And that last time they were able to defeat Domna herself. They discovered that she was a shapeshifter, a changeling. They also convinced her minions that they were just going to die if they kept fighting, so they stopped fighting back. And that is actually where we left off. We have Vice, the party rogue. We have Dagon, the half-orc warlock. We have Duke, the paladin, with his steed Alcalde. Is that actually Alcalde?
Alcalde, yes.
Alcalde, okay, great. And of course, Dresden Pickles, the cleric of knowledge.
Whose camera just moved?
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I
Check it
saw
out.
that. I was like, dang.
I was like, what?
At least it's still there.
happened?
yeah, still there. That's a good thing.
Okay. Hi.
So at this point, Duke has just finished. The battle's finishing. Everyone is catching their breaths. The bandits that are left are just sitting on these boxes with Duke, watching them. They have given up their weapons.
So, and we did loot her last time, correct? And I got her sword.
Yeah, I was actually looking. Yep. The serrated short sword. Yeah.
So, standing in front of these guys, I'm gonna have her sword in my hands, and I'm just gonna kind of be, just kind of cleaning the blade off, you know, wiping, you know, just acting very nonchalant while I'm standing here in front of them. And if you recall last time, I pulled this guy out in front to talk to him.
Yeah, that's right. He's Mercutio, the second in command.
All right. So, do we just because I'm not gonna remember what me and this guy talked about. So
I
we
don't
just
think you guys talked about anything, honestly. He just literally just said, "Yeah, I'm her second in command."
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So tell me, son, and I assume he's a younger man.
Yeah, he's a younger fellow.
Tell me, son, how is it that you found yourself running with Domna in this den of thieves?
Well, there's really not much else around here, you know. Growing up on the street, my parents tried the best they could, but there just wasn't a lot of money around, and the money that was there mostly came from the Swordfish Gang. So that was the best option for me.
Now, are you from the city of Serenity here?
Born and raised.
And tell me of your folks.
Well, my dad actually runs the butcher shop up top. My mom passed away about 5-10 years ago.
And your father, he knows of what you all do down here?
Yeah, he does.
It's a shame. Then the fault lay not with you, young sir. You narrowly had a chance if your father will abide such things happening in his own establishment. Now I offer you this. An opportunity to do something better with your existence. Now I know that this life... Tell me of some of the comforts and the benefits you've experienced with this life.
Well, I get some coin in my pocket every week. I have enough to afford a place to live and, stay warm and dry.
So the basic amenities that any man should be due, not always is due, but should be due. Nothing
Mostly,
luxurious,
yeah.
just a stable living. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, that's mostly what I get.
What if I were to tell you that you could do that? Have the same sort of lifestyle that you lead now? A home, food in your belly, the comfort of knowing you have a place to rest your head. But then, instead of having fear that someone like myself or my compatriots might have to come and bring you to justice, you could go day to day in your life knowing that you were helping Serenity become a better place so that the children of this city don't have to grow up with the life that you did.
Make a persuasion roll.
And I gave him advantage on it last time or something. What did I give him?
Enhance
You
ability.
did give me something.
Mercutio burst into tears. All I've ever wanted in my life was just to be a good man, be a simple man.
And I'm going to put a hand on his
Something.
shoulder as he's saying this to comfort him.
That's possible for me still.
It's never too late to do the right thing. And what of you all? I'm very charismatically looking at all of them as he's breaking down in front.
With his charismatic
Yeah.
stare.
The three of them just start nodding vigorously.
I'm going to put my other hand on his shoulder. I'm going to sheath the sword, and I'm going to put my other hand on his shoulder. And I'm going to look him right in the eyes. You've made a good decision this day. Approach tomorrow with the same mentality. I will make good decisions, and I will do good things. And I promise you, my friend, you will be taken care of. Tell me, do you know of the church here in town?
Yeah, the Church of Our Lady of Perpetual Stability.
That's
I've
right.
heard of it.
Now, I have recently become well acquainted with the Mother Superior there. I know that the Mother would be more than happy to give you and your friends here a place to stay, and would be more than grateful for your help in making this city a better place for tomorrow.
And I just look over at everybody and I say, it's time to go legit, guys. Do any of you have trade skills other than, assassination and murder and thievery? Not that those are necessarily bad skills to have in a place like this, but it's time to go legit. What can you do?
One of the guys in the back raises his hand and says, "Well, I know how to tan leather."
Perfect. Always a need to get a hide tanned.
All right, the rest of
I
you?
look to the next.
I know how to bake. I mean, I make some good cookies.
Always use
Prove
for a
it.
chef.
I mean, I don't really have the ingredients here, but
I just reach in my bag and start pulling out stuff that she can make.
All right, she's gonna make a cooking check here. Yeah, Dagon, you've had better. I mean, she is cooking it like over an open brazier of fire, so give her a little bit of slack for cooking ability. But
Real quick shout out to Taste of Purple, everybody. If you're watching the stream and you haven't checked out Purple, go give him a follow. Go give him a Twitch Prime if you got it. Purple, thank you for the raid. I fucking appreciate it, and we love you. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
so yeah, she makes some quick cookies over this open brazier of fire, but they're not.
I'm
very
gonna
good.
grab one and I'm gonna take a bite and that was delicious. And I'm sure the children at the church that are housed there would love to have some of your cookies.
And I just pound it against the stone wall, and it's just intact.
Yeah, it's pretty burned on the bottom.
What kind
She
of
smiles
cookies
and-
are these? Can I ask?
Whatever Dresden has in his pack.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
They're little musk apple tarts.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh yeah, you could definitely fuck that up. Okay.
I'm gonna stand behind
Yeah,
Duke.
it's like Master Chef.
I'm gonna stand behind Duke with an angry look on my face, eating a pickled octopus tentacle. Or disappointed face, not an angry face.
Just very oblivious to what's happening behind me.
So
This-
here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Wait, are there any other skills? Do any of you have any other skills?
a last guy.
I can actually paint. I mean, it's not really much of a skill, but I practiced with the mud when I was a kid. I'd find different clay and sand and make different colors out of mud.
There's always need for textile,
Fantastic.
but you look like a strong lad. I'm sure you could lend a hand where it was needed, right?
And Serenity could definitely
yeah,
use some
sure.
art and culture, 100%.
Now, I'm,
Murals painted on the walls. And
I'm
positive
grateful
Would
to
love
you
to see
all
it.
that you're willing to listen, that you're willing to do what's right here today. Now, I must ask you all, how many more of your gang are in the hideout here with us?
Well, there's definitely Serafina. There's her, and then there was Greg. He was doing inventory.
Ah, yes, we ran into old Greg. He's tied up in the inventory room. You may go release him after we finish with our encounter here. And
Oh,
I would try to reason with Greg to turn over a new leaf like you all have as well. Anyone else?
I will let him know. Domna also was keeping some people in the back room, but they're not bandits.
Prisoners.
Yeah, basically.
And where did you acquire these prisoners?
Well, one of them we got from town here. Another one, well, we also got him from town, but I don't think he's from here. He kind of wanders.
Is there any particular rhyme or reason to why you have taken these people prisoner?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you say
yeah.
prisoners, but do you mean slaves?
Well, the two that I mentioned aren't really slaves. So the one girl, she belongs to a rich family here, and we kidnapped her and we're holding her for ransom. The other guy, we kidnapped him and thought that we could get ransom for him, but no one's really paid for him yet, so he's just kind of here.
The girl, can you tell me what family she belongs to?
Yes, she belongs to the Mason family.
I have no doubt they've heard of the royal family. We will get to work with them, see if they aren't grateful for the return of their daughter, that they may help the church as well. Now, the other members of the Swordfish gang that are here, you said Greg, and what was the other one's name?
Serafina.
Serafina. Are any of you close with Serafina?
I mean, we've worked together for quite a while. We have a good working relationship, I'd say.
Do you know, does she seem like she may be one to be reasoned with, as you all?
I don't think she had any great love for Domna. None of us really did. It's one of those things where we were employed by her, and now that she's gone, we'll have a new employer.
Would it be
Yeah.
possible? So sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say,
ain't-
would it be? And this is me not speaking out loud. This is me talking out of game. Would it be possible for me to do like a deception check to check like their honesty?
Yeah, you can do an insight check for that.
Okay, I'll do an insight check. I just want to
They're not
see
lying.
if these people are like full of shit or if we can really convert them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know that Duke probably is going to believe the best of them no matter what. But
Exactly. That's why I'm checking.
So you're a little unsure. I mean, what they're saying about how she was the boss and now they're just gonna have a different boss, like that's pretty legit for how this kind of stuff works. Whether they're actually gonna be able to go rely on their skills, you're not 100% sure, but it could be true. You're just not sure.
Okay. Continue your conversation.
All right, so I'm gonna reach out and put a hand on his shoulder again, and well, when you leave here, I encourage you, find her, tell her what I told you here this day. You have an opportunity to make this city a better place. Now, here's what I will tell you. And I'm gonna look over at Domna's corpse in the hallway, all jacked up, and the body behind me, or behind Alcalde as well. I'm just gonna have him kind of step ever slightly to the side, just so they can get a view of the body again.
Mhm.
And just, I would encourage you all to remember when you leave here today, what happens to those who would abet and aid darkness in this city. Because I promise you that I will restore peace and justice to Serenity. And then I'm gonna pat him on both, very, stern pat, and say, now go and do good with your life.
But wait, I say. Now, really quick, we have a baker, a painter, a tanner. Did the fourth... Oh, is that fourth person dead? A butcher.
It's the butcher's son.
Butcher's son, yeah.
All right, well, what I'm going to do... Oh, the butcher's son. Okay, all right. Did he say that he knows how to be a butcher, or did he just say he was a butcher's son?
He said he was Butcher's son, but...
All right.
You would know.
All right, so I divvy out 2 gold pieces to each of them.
Oh.
I commission a painting from the painter. I commission a tray of cookies, enough for everybody at the church, from the baker. Same with pork chops or something reasonably cheap. I guess I have to be specific. Pork chops.
I mean, 2 gold is actually a decent amount for these people.
All right, we
that
got
would
steaks.
buy you some nice steak, yeah.
We got steaks for Can I get it for everybody at the church for 2 gold though?
No,
Why
not for
not?
everybody at the church, for sure not.
What
no.
could I get for 2 gold?
For everybody at the church? There's like a lot of people at the church.
Nothing? All right, how much do I need? If I made a real world estimate. I just don't know.
I mean, there's probably like at least 50 people at the church.
Okay.
So cookies, yeah, that's like a batch or 2, depending, and then...
Totally.
But if you wanted like steaks, that'd be a shitload. I mean, you could get some like a nice stew or something that you can make in a big pot. You know, you can
All
get that
right.
for like maybe 2 to 5 gold.
All right, I'll give him 5. I'll give the butcher 5 gold. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Okay, I'm doing math. I'm removing my gold. And the tanner, I just commissioned something personally from him. Everything else, the painting, the cookies, and the food, I need you all to make this for the church. This is your first commission. This is your first job going legit. This is a sign of good faith from a rogue that wants to change this city. I grew up here. I've seen it be a sack of shit my whole life. That's why I left. If we're going to trust you guys, I want to give you some incentive to do what you say you're going to do. And if you cross me, as I said, I'm a rogue. You'll wake up dead a week from now.
But they won't do that, I'd say, as I reach out a hand and smile. Now, when you get to the church, tell the Mother Superior that Duke sent you. And if you feel the burden and the guilt of your sins weighing on you, the Mother Superior is a great ear. Go. Remember what you've heard here today. Remember what you've seen. Let's make Sereni a better place. Ready? Go team, 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, but wait. And then I toss out 4 more gold pieces, one as just a tip to each of them, and I say, all right, really quickly before you go, what can you tell us? Do you know anything about another swordfish hideout? What can you tell us about the chain of command, if anything? If you were going to go prying at this beast that is a fish with a sword for a face, where would you go?
Well, there's always a presence of Swordfish Gang members at the docks. There's also... They try to keep their presence hidden in the richer areas of the city, but they are there. I think that they have an inn with one of the houses, one of the families in the rich section. I don't know which one or who, but I know there is some activity there as well. I don't know how to thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's just no one's ever believed in me like you.
Thank us with your actions, not your words.
I look over at Dagon and just under my breath and over my shoulder, I say, he's starting to believe. And then walk.
And I'm going to use my last 2 spell slots to
And
heal
drop.
the most injured of the
Oh yeah, the one with the red dot is pretty injured.
I'm gonna heal well, either I'm gonna use 2 on him or it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, he's definitely the most hurt by far, so.
Okay, I'm gonna use this on him
Well,
twice.
besides the dead one, but.
Well, that doesn't
More hurt than
matter.
that.
Yeah, go ahead and use those spells. If you would like to.
So 6,
Okay.
and then... Next again, 12.
All right, nice. Yeah, she's looking much, much better. For sure. No longer red dotted even. But yeah, if you guys are done speaking with them, Mercutio will lead them off.
Don't forget about Greg.
I was gonna
as they're walking.
say,
Yeah, me.
I was gonna say, I think I'm going to eavesdrop on their conversation with Greg.
Okay. Well, you notice as they're leaving, Mercutio actually stops here at these steps leading upwards and goes up here.
So I'm going to just kind of go around the corner right here, just from where they're at, and I'm going to see if I can kind of hear the conversation that's happening.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Okay. As much as I want to trust these dudes, God bless America.
You're not very far though, so and he's not trying to hide his conversation, so you actually can hear it.
Okay.
Mercutio, Seraphina, I'm sure you heard the battle going on. I'm glad you didn't leave your post, but Domna's dead. We have new masters, but they're not even masters, really. They gave us money and told us to go be normal people and not be part of the Swordfish Gang. I know you don't really know what to do now, but we have a little bit of money and you're welcome to come with us. But what about him? Well, they didn't say to do anything with him, so I guess we'll just leave him here. Well, all right then. And as he comes down the stairs, you see another bandit following him.
This isn't.
They s-
Okay, yeah. Never mind. I know what's going on.
And they leave. Are
They
you
do-
following them to talk to Greg too?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Greg was in there. That's my mistake. Okay, yeah,
Oh.
I'm following them because I want to hear their conversation with Greg. I guess I need to be stealthy since I'm kind of like right behind them, huh?
Yeah, if you're trying to hide yourself, absolutely
Of
be
course,
stealthy. Do
okay.
some stealth check.
Easy claps.
Oh wow, damn, you have such a high thing. Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you or anything.
Cool.
And he yeah, these guys are not there. They're like going up the stairs.
Also,
so.
side question: how do I do Eye of Seeing?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Excited.
So as you get closer, your stealth check's pretty good. You can get right up around this corner if you want to. You hear sounds of someone being untied and kind of gently slapped to wake them up. And Mercutio basically says the same exact thing to Greg. He just says, hey, we can give an opportunity to leave and supposed to go to the church and talk to them. And Greg seems to agree. He's a little bit out of it, but
All seems sincere though.
yeah, as far as you can tell.
All right, I make my way back to the group.
And what are the rest of y'all doing?
But I already start walking down this hallway, towards where he said these people were locked up back here. So I'm just gonna kind of peer and poke around.
Yeah, so looking into this room, Duke, and Vice, if you're kind of heading back.
Yes, I have to relaunch really quickly because not the stream, just roll 20.
Okay. Just roll 20. Yeah, roll 20 gets weird sometimes.
Yeah, it's being a little rough, but I think made some changes that are gonna.
I want to stop them before they leave and drop the sky itself on my eyes so that they're like the sad spaces of tragic loss, and just kind of get them close in the face and tell them don't do bad stuff.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
I mean, more or less.
Yeah, roll an intimidation check.
It's a little bit of an intimidating persuasion.
Yeah.
Where did
When
you
get
guys
across,
go?
like, things can get so much worse.
Oh, go back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Well, I caught up with Duke, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't find.
Well,
Dagon.
actually, Vice, as you were walking past Domna's body, you see a little something glimmering. Looks like maybe it rolled out of her pocket or something.
I'm all
You see a little
over it.
eyeball.
Like stink on shit. What do we got? I grab it.
Yeah, you pick it up. It appears to be a glass eyeball. It has a green iris. Looks like it's very well made. And as you're holding it, you feel almost like a static electricity shock go into your hand. Uh-oh, we lost Sophie.
Oh no.
Bear
with us, stream. Technical difficulties. We're on it.
And as you're holding on to this, you feel like some sort of connection to it. You open your hand and it hovers about a foot over your palm. And you realize that by concentrating, you can see through it.
Yo. And how do I see?
If you click and drag the eyeball of seeing onto the board,
Okay.
you should be able to control it as a token.
Whoa. And this works for me in game too?
Yeah, you can only be 60 feet away from you, but yes.
All right, that's sick. Okay, I love it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Can you
Know where anyone is 'cause I don't see anything.
hear now?
Oh, I know where everybody is now because I have the dang eyeball of seeing. Dagon's right behind me, you're around the corner, and Arco's in this room. Or I'm sorry, Duke. Damn. Fucked that up big time. I don't think anybody even noticed.
I noticed.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna catch up with Duke after hearing, the genuine conversation between the bad guys that we just converted into good guys, and I'm gonna punch him in the fucking armor. I'm gonna left hand punch him, like right kind of here in the shoulder. It's out of love. It's not like I'm not trying to do damage. But I just say,
anyways, don't worry about it.
All for broken hand.
so
Right.
I give a playful bap right on his fucking armor, and I say, hey, way to go back there. You're kind of getting me into this do good kind of thing. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because this is where I grew up, but yeah, I'm glad we have those dudes on our side, and it sounds like we have a new place to look. We got to check out the docks.
And in signature Duke fashion, I'm gonna take that same arm and I'm just gonna put it around him, and don't think your good deed back there went unnoticed, my friend. There's a good guy underneath all of this. I've known it from the beginning. You can't deny your true self.
So
And
as
then
you're looking in this room, Duke and Vice especially, and then you see there's a chest at the foot of a bed. And there's some like a shelving on the side with various bags and jars and those sorts of things. And looking at the chest at the foot of the bed, you see there is a lock on it.
Well, I got to do my job. I go straight up to the chest. I pull out the lockpick kit, and I roll for sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, find what you can useful in here. I'm going to look for the prisoners, and then just head off out of the room while he's doing this.
Leave it to me.
And Dagon, as you have explored further, you found a very kind of dismal-looking room with some beds in it. And you see a room further beyond with more beds and people in it. And you see a little girl blocking the pathway. You recognize her from earlier, when Domna called for Rachel to bring her a potion. What do you want? Are you here to kill us too?
Don't look at his eyes! I shout from around the corner as I walk in the room.
I'll cast disguise self again and make my eyes normal. Actually, complete twist, M. Night Shyamalan, I've come to rescue you. We killed a guy, killed a chick. I think it's all fine now. Do you want to leave?
She looks up at you.
I'm gonna look at Duke and shrug.
I'm gonna walk up beside him and kneel down to the little girl and offer her my hand as as he's saying these things.
She just kind of looks at you, looks at both of you, back and forth with suspicious look in her eyes.
You'll have to understand, my darling. We've just finished a terrible ordeal, and my friend's comforting abilities are not his strong suit, but he's a great person to have at your side. You'll have to trust me on that one, darling. Now, what he said is true. You have nothing longer to fear here. Domna, the woman who's kept you captive, is no longer a threat to you. And I know a wonderful woman who would absolutely love to take care of you.
Take care of me like Domna did?
Take care of you like a mother should. In fact, her name is Mother. Everyone calls her Mother.
I never knew my mother.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, darling, but you are overdue to be treated like the sweet princess you are then from the dear Mother Superior, and she will love you. I can promise you that. Now, can I ask you, how long have you been stuck here with Domna and her people?
I'm not stuck here. I choose to be here.
Oh,
I'm in the gang.
are you? And I stand back up and draw my sword.
Oh, jeez, dude. Holy fuck.
And then I put it away and say, "Now, are you sure you're in this gang?"
Well, I guess you're the new leader now. If you have her sword.
Ah, you noticed. Well. Now, may I ask, you say you joined the Swordfish Gang of your own volition. Is this because you had nowhere else to go? No food for your belly, no bed to lay your head.
Yeah, so what?
Nothing at all. I don't fault you at all for your actions. You were merely trying to survive. And a child your age should never be put in that situation. Now, what if I were to tell you that you would never have to fear for your life, worry about food for your belly, or a place to lay your head again? What would you say to that?
Well, I guess that'd be nice.
Well, I can take you there. As soon as we leave here, I can take you to a place where you can have that and someone to love you and take care of you, to teach you the difference between right and wrong that you were never taught here with the Swordfish Gang.
At that point, this girl comes up behind her. She appears to be a bit older, teenager, 16 or 17. She says, "Rachel, get out of the way." She kind of pushes the girl back and says, "Are you here to rescue us?"
I assume you're from the... What was the name? I'm sorry, I forgot. what the
Mason,
name-
yeah, the Mason.
Yeah, I assume you're from the Mason house.
Yes, I am. Did my parents send you?
Not at all. Merely coincidence that we found you here. Now, I'm Duke of the House Royal. Have you heard of us?
Doesn't
Understandable if not. You're young. You still have much to learn in the way of politics and democracies and foreign affairs.
Yeah, I don't recognize your name.
Well, now, I must tell you. And what is your name, my dear?
All right. It said reconnection successful. I don't know what happened. That was
Let me refresh it again.
There you
Good
go.
now.
It's
Sorry,
it's
guys.
back now. Cool.
All right, let me tell everyone.
So while you
refresh.
guys were gone, a dragon busted down the wall.
They totally killed it. It was great.
And we're
Yeah.
all dead.
That's right. We're
So-
all wearing dragon armor and have bigger penises now. Been happening to
Self and
other.
large self.
That's right. The armor has a larger penis buff on them. Dragon
Yeah,
nuts.
it's
Never
good.
mind.
The cats
of,
enlarged.
Scientific word.
Just in one spot.
Really quickly, because we took an accidental pause, I have to pee. If that's okay.
Yeah,
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 go
it's been
pee.
like a
If everybody
5-minute
wants to grab a
back break.
pee, or you guys could continue seeing. I'll be right back.
I hear a couple of my D&D players in the kitchen, so I'm gonna go and rip their character sheets in half because they're dead.
All
Burn
right.
them right in front of their faces.
I meant to
And
do
that's
it when with the total party kill, but you know, it was getting late.
Yeah.
I'll take this opportunity to grab another drink.
Let me just find their character sheet.
Oh, Randy, Dragon Bees. Yeah, it was Randy. I don't know if Steve can still hear or not, but yeah. I think no, the rogue like survived and flipped. And like joined the vampires, and then all the rest of them got killed.
Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Sorry about the wait. Let's see. Can you imagine dragons? Dude, right. Wasn't Vampire Knight a total party kill? Yeah, I guess they're rogue, as they kind of explained. Flipped to the vampire side and slit the rest of the party's throat, which is kind of a cool way to end a campaign.
It got chilly. The fucking sun went down and it got chilly, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Gotta
pretty
bust out
chilly.
the old... Dude, I'm always kind of chilly. That's one of my character
I'm gonna get
flaws,
some water.
IRL. It's one of my...
Dude, same. Like, for
Yeah.
surezies.
My feet are always cold. I got fucking socks on right now. Dude, I got these socks from Colombia. Go over here. I got these socks from, like, Colombia, dude, at Ross for really cheap. You can't really tell, like, how nice and, like, thick they are.
That's the only kind of socks I wear are super dope, thick
Oh.
boot socks.
These are
Like-
so good. The only part I kind of don't like is it just, like, hugs the center of my foot really hard. But it's, like, for science reasons, dude. I don't know why, but...
Yeah, well, it's
Uh,
like a compression sleeve for your foot for
Yeah.
doing athletic stuffs.
Look at us, dude. I'm always doing athletic stuff. Jeez.
I live my life as athletically.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you do have a standing desk now, at least. At least you can.
Dude,
like,
and I
justify
could
that.
feel the hugest difference during yesterday's stream. We went a little over 10 hours yesterday. So,
Solid, dude.
yeah, dude, I got
Wow.
super tired, but it's so weird. Like, it was more like an internal energy drain than it was my body drain. Which usually by the end of like a 10-hour stream, like my whole back is just radiating pain and my butt hurts like I'm driving on vacation, like to another country or something. You know what I mean? And it sucks. But with the standing, dude, it just helps. Plus, I feel like I'm able to like be a little more expressive whenever it's in standing mode, which is fun.
And it just feels good to stand after you've been sitting all day.
It
Like,
feels great.
feel fucking
And dude, a
good,
game like Vampire Survivors with a controller in your hand, standing up, just like, dude, it's...
Saturday watching the football games all day. I didn't sit down for like 5 minutes. I was
Oh yeah,
just
dude,
pacing
I
for
was
hours.
sitting. Luckily, me and Steve were just like chilling. I feel like I paid more attention to our conversation than I did. Oh, Pyrotech, welcome to the
Son.
stream. I got you, dude. Damn. All right, here we go. But I was talking with Steve, and I feel like I was more in tune with the conversation than I was the game, because I knew that I was like, right before you had said something about it in the Discord, I was like, yeah, we're fourth quarter team, dude. This is how we always do. We always come back. That's just how we play football. And so I didn't take it serious until the fourth quarter, and then I just couldn't
We
believe
still didn't do anything.
couldn't believe my fucking eyeballs, dude. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was a very athletic game for me because, like I said, I just paced the whole game. I was too anxious. I just paced.
Yo, I guess I do need to add standing up to the channel points. That makes sense. You know what I mean? Since I have get on your knees.
Get on your knees, sit down. You should just like
Head,
Oh.
get
shoulders,
a full
knees, and
workout
toes.
routine. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's
Get a
so
full
good.
workout routine.
Yeah, I thought about doing like a workout stream where we like, because I have this problem where I'll watch a lot of content and not do anything. Like, if I'm just being straight up honest, I'll be like, all right, we're gonna watch YouTube, then we're gonna go to work. Then it'll turn into like 3 hours of 5-minute YouTube videos or whatever, you know? So I feel like if I did like a workout stream and justified, because people usually watch like their reality TV or their like garbage brain stuff on the treadmill. So I figure maybe if I could just figure out a way to like stream it and watch it and work out at the same time. I feel like that'd be the way to do it. And we get a little more content. People can follow along if they want to fucking Richard Simmons it with me, dude. You know?
Sweating to the oldies, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the only way. There is something fun about that, though.
Right?
Like,
Yeah. Even
There's
if
something fun
even if
about it,
you're
dude.
just watching, like it's kind of cringe, but then there's like we're watching content, so there's content and cringe. And unless I'm really good at working out, which I don't think is going to be the case. And yeah, I just think it would be a good idea. Plus it makes me be productive, and it's multitasking productivity for me. You
you
know?
need to get Ring Fit Adventure for the fucking Switch, bro. It is a solid workout.
Dude,
like-
we need to do more PSVR stuff. until we upgrade. Dude, it's about the time. It's almost time. The next set of headsets that come out in 2022, these are going to be the ones to buy. These are going to be like what we were talking about when I was trying to convince you to get PSVR.
PS5 ones at this point.
Dude,
Like,
that's
I know it's
really
been another
true,
year,
bro.
but-
Like, it's so funny, and I'm so worried, right? Like, I don't want to bank on them to deliver what they promised and then deliver.
Oh, dude, they will. They will. It'll be dope. Like, they've got everything to prove on that front.
And it's a smart business decision for them to just like, we need to compete with Oculus. It needs to be PlayStation and Oculus. Those need to be the competitors. Well, that's their mentality. That's not what I'm saying. That's
Right.
their mentality, which is beautiful, and you can see it because they put a lot of work into that headset. Have you seen the headset specs and shit and
Is the
stuff?
Yeah, it's
Is
killer.
the headset gonna be able to work with things other than?
No.
PS5?
It's probably gonna be a PlayStation 5 headset, but that's the
Then-
thing. That's how they
It just
stay
limits
relevant.
so much.
Depending.
Order for the PS5,
Dep-
I don't know.
So I feel like PS5 specs are going to be able to run a lot of VR games phenomenally, because VR surprisingly doesn't take as much power as you think it does. It takes more.
They're going to be optimized for PlayStation, which
Right.
is always going to be more optimized than a computer.
That's
Like,
kinda
always,
true.
because it's the same specs. every
Xbox
single
forever, dude. Yo, this is the console wars are getting so kind of really cool. Because did you see the
I'm
meme?
gonna have Microsoft on my computer, PlayStation, and my Switch, and like I love them all. So
Well, that's
there's
the
no
thing
war,
is-
I just love them all.
Yeah, well, there is a war though. You know what I mean? Like, you love them all, but between them there is a war. Because for not everybody's gonna be able to go for 3 systems. This is just what you love to do. So it's gonna be fucking people that go Xbox or people that go PlayStation, and they'll probably always have Nintendo. Like, I feel like that's the thing. Or there's gonna be your PC purists that just stay on PC too. You know?
Yeah, there always will be those guys.
But did you see my meme with the Iron Man and the fucking Microsoft meme? It was like, yeah, I thought it was really fucking good. And
I'm the PC purist, Ty. By
dude,
the way, I wanted to say that.
I will say, man, I got excited for
Missing out on all those
PlayStation.
dope Nintendo games.
Yeah, well, I did get excited for
Yeah, that's the only
PlayStation
thing I'm
because of the
considering
VR.
getting is a Switch, just because I like Nintendo games. Genuinely.
Yes, how did-
and I just
Yeah.
can't get anywhere else?
Steve, tell us, how did it go, dude? You went in there and destroyed. You ripped their characters in half right in front of them.
Yeah.
What'd
And-
they do?
They looked a little shocked, and they went up their character sheets. So
Just completely.
Yeah.
Well, did you
unprovoked.
go out
just
there
walked
and-
in there like,
Did you fucking straight face it, or like how did you fucking do it? Like if you did it with a
Well, so I
smile,
went
I feel
in
like
and
they
I
wouldn't have
said-
worried.
well, no, I went in and I said, "Oh, I forgot to do this the other night," and then I just ripped.
Oh my
Actually, I
god.
said, "This is your character sheet." It's written.
piss on your grave. Sorry.
Amazing. All right,
Wow.
I got my knees in. I'm gonna move back to the chair.
One person's in Mexico, so I'm gonna have to take a flight,
To rip the sheet in half in front of them.
show up at his place.
Wow.
It's just nighttime whenever the plane lands, and you're like, you know what? I only have the hotel for the evening, so you just pop up at like in their bedroom window at fucking 3 a.m. tapping, and then whenever they look up, dude, you've got the flashlight under your fucking face, and you just. They're gonna hit you up the next day and be like, yo, dude, I had the craziest dream last night. I had a dream you showed up at my house, creeped into my window, creeped from outside my window, and ripped my shit in half. All
And you're just like, and then you're just like, BRB on a flight right now.
yeah. I can't talk. I gotta turn airplane mode on.
Yeah, I'm at customs right now. Re-entering the U.S.
That is cool. WoW is gonna be on Xbox, but will they put it on console? That's a good question. That's a good question, actually. Final Fantasy did it. Just saying.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy did it.
And they will always be at a disadvantage against computer players. Like, always.
That's true. That's
You
true.
don't have enough buttons.
Let's think about that. Like it's mostly casual players, though. A lot of people play casually,
Sure, yeah.
and you're gonna sell a huge casual audience in Xbox.
But not WoW. More people are like sweaty in WoW. Final Fantasy is much more
What
the
if they-
casual audience.
what if they
'cause it's
did-
got words, though.
I feel like they might do console servers. That'd probably be the only way to make it make sense. You know,
Gotta go do something. I'll be right back.
All right. Sorry, we are tangenting so hard. We're on the Amazon River right now. Yeah, also Game Pass. That was the first thing I said whenever I saw that they bought Activision Blizz. I was like, it's coming to Game Pass. There's going to be a Game Pass
almost
subscription
certainly, yeah.
that includes World of Warcraft. And if they don't do it, oh my god.
Oh shit.
Freestyle song or rap. Jesus
D&D
Christ.
rap.
Okay, let me see if I can find like bardy music. I guess this works, but I don't know how to sing to it. Bear with me. Thank you for the channel points, I guess. And let me see what I can find. A D&D rap? Oh, I'm gonna try to do bard music, which is arguably worse.
I mean, that is a genre, bardcore.
Bardcore is a genre?
Bardcore is a genre, yeah. They take like modern songs and then put them in like old timey music arrangements and shit. Like
Oh,
they did
really?
Pumped Up Kicks, a version of Pumped Up Kicks. It's like
All right,
all
we're
of
gonna
ye
we're gonna
children with
sample
the-
it right now. Actually,
There you go.
this is the Pumped Up Kicks. My song's gonna be really shitty. I'm telling you in advance. Oh,
As long as you do it with heart.
yo, so there's no lyrics, right? But
I don't know
they
if you've
fucking
ever been to a church where they sing a lot.
Some of them have
But there's
lyrics.
always
some
a
don't.
couple people that just shouldn't be doing it. But the fact that they're trying,
That's my grandma, bro. My grandma's
Shows that
that lady.
dedication.
Like tone deaf as it gets, but she's singing her heart out.
Love it.
oh shit, dude.
I knew a lot of people like that in high school in choir. Tone deaf.
Well, there's a
But-
difference in being bad and being totally tone deaf.
No, there was some tone deaf chick.
It's very rare.
At
So if
least
you know
one.
a lot of people, like it's
Okay,
pretty
a
rare.
lot
to
of
be totally-
people. Okay, I say I knew a lot of people. I maybe knew one really somebody who's just really bad and one person who's definitely tone deaf.
that's
That
a lot of
sounds
people when you're thinking
totally-
about 3 people.
All right, bard song instrumentals. Let's see. Oh, this is Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, which I don't know as well as I should. Okay.
Oh. It's a classic.
I know.
Valley of Plenty.
I finally started watching the second season. don't
Dude,
know
I
why
haven't
it took
watched
so
it
long.
yet.
There was a group, and they fought the swordfish. Everybody knew that this group had big dicks, so they got out their way so this great group could slay all the evil in Serenity. I fucked up the song, but I equip my thong and I go into the streets and I dance to a song. Now I am with my group and our dicks will fill boots. So we go to the swordfish and we cut off their noose with a dagger or a knife or a rapier if it feels right. Here we are and we're ready to fight. This song is about 2 minutes long, and I don't know if it'll ever end, but I will keep wearing my thong till the end. And we are all friends. With big penises, we cannot be swayed. We will swing them till the end of the day. It's not about how we fight, it's more about how we sing when we have out our whole ding-a-ling.
I got answers for your weird lyrics, bro. I got you.
Oh, you want to go?
No, I'm just explaining to the crowd what you mean.
Oh yeah, I was more worried about the rhymes, and yeah, we just kept coming back around to penis stuff, so that's on me. But I did my best. All right, thank you for the redeemed channel points. I hope it was worth it. Back to the campaign.
All right, now that the mood is totally shot.
The bard dick
Now, dear
song.
child, tell me. And
Randy, can you lend me a couple of inches?
Oh my goodness. Seriously. Everyone donate an inch, please. Zoomter's got a newborn boot. Yeah, I did. I said our penises would fill boots.
Yeah. Yep.
foot long, dude. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense, bro. I'm vibing with you.
Hell yeah. That was much easier than rap music, actually. I thought it was going to be harder to do a bard song, but you have a lot more time to think.
Yeah, it gives you time to
That's pretty
think,
good.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'm putting on
We
campaign
should-
music now.
So where we left off, you're talking to the girl who said she's part of the rich family.
Yes, and she moved this poor orphan child out of the way. So, tell me, you said you don't feel anything. You have no empathy for this child.
Oh no, I have empathy. She's just really annoying. She snores.
She snores. You are being held prisoner by a deadly gang who could kill you at any given moment.
They aren't
And
gonna
you're
kill me. I'm
complaining.
worth too much to them.
You're only worth as much as your parents would pay. And if I know a thing or two about nobles, and I do, you do have a price, whether or not your folks would like to admit it. Now, again, I am sorry that this happened to you. I know you are also in a great deal of stress, and I can imagine this has been hard. But I would ask you, please, in the future, think of others as well as yourself. I know you're young, you've much to learn, but a lovely young lady like yourself will do much better in this world with a little bit of kindness.
You're probably right.
And I'm just gonna give her a smile and, well, I'm just glad that you're all right. Now, can you tell me, how long have you been held captive here?
Not very long, like a week or so.
Okay. Now, in your time here, were there any others that the Swordfish Gang had in captivity that they...
Oh yeah. Lufa's here, and she kind of turns back. Hey, Lufa, wake up.
Now, while they're waking Lufa, I just want to call out, did I get this thing open so I can come and join the party?
Oh yeah, you definitely got it open.
Okay, cool. What do I find?
Do you want to do the full treasure thing now?
If it's gonna be extensive, I just figured I would do it quickly and be able to catch up to the group.
treasure chest in the boss's room, bro.
All right, I'll wait. Sorry.
One giant heart.
Find a heart and 5 coins that make ting noises as they go into your pocket. Yeah. So from the depths of the room, you can hear, wake up, and you see a man kind of stumbling over. As he stumbles over closer, you can smell the stink of alcohol on him. He says, "Do they want a song? I can do a song." And you also notice he's holding a lute in his hands.
I'll just turn to Dagon and say, well, I guess they keep the drinks flowing here in their jails. Tell me, Lufa, was it?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Come here, please.
And he'll step past Jessica and Dagon.
Now, what does he look like? What is
He looks like he's wearing clothes that were once very nice. Like you grew up in a royal home. He kind of looks like the bards that would come through there. But now they're stained. There's some rips in them. He definitely smells very strongly of alcohol. You can see a bottle poking out of one of his pockets.
how old is he roughly?
He appears to be probably about 50.
Okay, so he's
older,
aged.
Yeah.
I'm no spring chicken myself. Now, Lufa, I can tell you were once a revered bard, no doubt working for some noble homes of some stature. Can you tell me some of the homes you've served in the past?
Well, I used to roam through the mountains, and I would play for every family, including the royal family. every family in the mountains.
So you recognize my family's crest here.
He kind of squints at your armor and your shield and says, "Oh, you're royal then."
Something of the sort. Now, tell me, friend, how did you find yourself locked up here by the Swordfish Gang?
Well, I was out drinking, and I happened to mention how I know all of these families and how I played for them, and some of them treat me like a family member, and all after that I was drinking and people were buying me drinks, and then when I woke up I was down here and they didn't want to let me leave.
Well, furthering my disdain of alcohol, I find it hard to imagine what all you've been through, but tell me, is there truth in what you say that some of the households here do actually look at you this way?
Well, I mean, I like to think I'm part of their family, you know? We have good times together, I play for them while they're eating meals, and I mean, you know, it's that
But no
kind
one
of thing.
home comes to mind particularly.
I mean, there's so many people I've played for.
Of course, I'm sure you are widely loved and revered, my friend, and just gonna pat him on the back and, well, you are free this day to do with what you will. Now, knowing of the houses you've played for, I know that my family does not just allow any bard off the streets into our home. So I must imagine you are quite the revered and talented bard. Do you not think there is some greater purpose you could serve in your life than to wallow in the ditches and the filth, imbibing night after night till you don't remember even who you are or where you've come from?
What?
Exactly, I say. Now, I have to ask, Lufa, was it?
That's my name.
With your abilities as a bard, would you be able to do some... First, would you do me a favor to return in us freeing you? Would you agree to that? To do me a favor in return for freeing you here today?
Depends on what it is. I never agree to a favor without knowing the details.
I find that very hard to believe, but but it's a very simple request, my friend. All I ask of you, and this will require you to be somewhat sober. I don't expect you to be entirely sober, as I've
That's a
narrowly met a
smart
bard.
man.
I've narrowly met a bard who performs as well stone cold sober. So I ask of you, we've sent some former members of the Swordfish Gang, I'm sure you'll recognize them upon sight, back to the Church of Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow to aid them in their endeavors. That's how I feel about it.
Awful.
It's balance or like stability or something. What is,
Lady Perpetual Sorrow? Jesus
what is that from?
Christ.
That's
Did
from
you say
something.
sorrow, dude?
It's
said
from
Lady
something.
Perpetual
Let me look at
Sorrow.
it.
Stability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that, but
Lady Perpetual Sorrow just sounds...
it's from something. I swear it's from something.
Oh my god.
In
It's a song.
constant sorrow.
Oh, it's actually
Oh.
like a Catholic church sect. That's actually
Oh,
like a
she-
real
oh.
thing. Yeah, I knew I'd heard that before, and that's why my
I am a mother
brain.
of
People back to the
constant
church. I'll
sorrow.
save that. We've sent some former members of the Swordfish Gang back to the church that I'm sure you'll recognize. Now, what I would ask of you is that you would perform a set for the refugees as well as the church members and supporters there. That you would simply play a set, maybe 90 minutes, to encourage them and to bolster their spirits.
I think I could make that happen. I never knew a nun that didn't enjoy a little song from Lufa the Bard.
I don't even know what to make of that, and I'm gonna reach out and shake his hand and have like 2 gold pieces in my hand as I shake his hand, and
He will definitely palm them away, take them from you during the handshake.
your generosity will be rewarded, my friend. I appreciate this. You know as well as any should that in times like these, in cities like this, one night of revelry, of relaxation, of comfort with your friends can do far more than any monetary good or gain could ever do. And I appreciate what you do to bring joy to people.
Ah, well said, my dude. He kind of slaps you on the shoulder as he stumbles past you. Off
Food
to
and
the
another
church.
And then I'm going to turn back to the girls. And you two, stick close to us. It may not be entirely safe here. We haven't had time to thoroughly explore. But please, before we get back to the above ground and can get you girls to your homes respectively, stick close. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes. They both nod agreement.
And this is just going to give them both a very serious look, and good, because it could be your lives if you don't. And I need you to understand that. And then I'll slowly, there's nothing else in the room. There's nobody else.
Looking in here, it definitely seems to be pretty bare bones. The beds are not very comfortable looking or very clean either, and definitely doesn't really seem to be much of worth back here in these areas.
So then I guess we'll go back to the room that Vice was in.
So as you guys are finishing, Vice kind of took his time looking over this lock. It's actually a really good quality lock, and
I was
the way
gonna
it's
say,
on the thing, you can take it with you.
I feel like I get to get a peek before everybody comes in, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
during the same
you
time,
can get a peek
I've
first.
picked the lock and I've opened it because I assume my 24 handled it.
Oh yeah, your 24 definitely handled it. You can tell it's a good lock, but
Okay,
it's not like, it's not God tier or anything. But it's a good
nothing
lock.
I can't
I've
handle.
been standing here the whole time.
Yeah,
Didn't you
Dresden kind of
just-
has been watching you a little bit from the behind, but the other two have not.
Didn't
come
you
back
just move there?
No, I was out in the hallway and I moved just in case they were gonna move past.
Okay.
Because I'd been standing there the whole time though.
yet. Yeah,
All right.
Dresden
Well,
had been.
with my sleight of hand being 24, what do I see sneakily?
So you kind of open up the chest, peep in a little bit, and you can see there are a bunch of coins in there.
Okay.
With your acute rogue's eyeball, you can tell it's about 3,282 silver pieces.
Let me
I'm
get
just
a
write that in
hold on.
chat. I'm just
Yeah,
writing
let
in
me.
chat,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
I say, can you translate that to gold?
Nope, it's in silver pieces.
No free exchange.
Oh fuck.
And you also see 1,500 gold pieces.
All right.
And you also see there's a couple of gems in there. You see a moonstone and a sardonyx.
Nice.
And
And
you see there's also a potion, there's an amulet, and there's a short spear. Or there's a spear.
okay, so is my sleight of hand good enough to pocket the gems at least? I'm gonna split everything else.
Dresden, make me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, it's good enough that that Dresden is not able to see you pocket the gem, so you get one moonstone worth 40 gold pieces and a
Okay.
sardonyx worth 40 gold pieces.
Okay. Moonstone, sardonyx. All right.
So you get those, each worth 40 gold pieces.
Sorry. And then, okay, well, I call out to the group after pocketing the gems. And I say, Mamma mia, dude, we have hit the fucking jackpot. Guys, get in here. You want to fund a war? Let's fund a war, I say. And I just stand up casually and I just make a gesture like this along the top of the chest.
Yeah, and as you guys look in, you see whole heaps of silver and gold pieces. You also see a spear. Looks like it's a telescoping spear. That's how it fits inside of a box, inside of a chest.
Okay.
And you see a potion, and you also see an amulet.
Okay. I would like to examine the spear myself.
Yeah. So you take a look at the spear. It does seem to, it has like a telescoping feature, so you can squish it up pretty short, or then you can hit a button and it'll expand to full length.
I kind of love it.
It also looks to be a little extra sharp and has kind of a magical tingle to it.
Okay. Well, I say, look, guys, I say we split the gold and the silver 4 ways. It's only fair. We can each do with our loot what we like. And if you guys don't mind, I just want this spear. You guys can look over the rest of these items.
While I wholeheartedly agree with your ideal of balance in splitting this up, let's not forget we owe Mr. Fahrenheit a great debt for preparing us for this endeavor we sought out here today. And we do need to repay him. Now, I know the debt is entirely in my name, but collectively as a group, it's, you know, I did use those funds to gear out the group, so
Say
I do
no
understand
more, friend.
if you would like to take your case.
What is your debt? What is your debt with Mr. Fahrenheit? I don't recall.
It's a lot.
You remember?
It's like 3,000 gold. I'm pretty.
I think
sure.
it's like 4,000 or 5,000. I think it's 4,000.
It may be 4. It may be
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Because I think I asked for 3, and then he gave me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then you upped it for. Yeah.
All right.
So
and
any
what,
amount towards that would be greatly appreciated.
Oh man, I wish I had taken better notes. If I knew what you had bought for me, I would repay that amount in full.
Studded leather armor.
2 armor and maybe something else, but I don't remember.
It's probably in the history notes, or I don't know if I put that detailed in there, but.
But
I'll
fret
give you
not.
whatever my
Divvy it
count
up
is.
evenly, and I'll repay the debt myself. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
I took
but-
it upon myself.
but can
and
I-
shouldered
Can I
it
get the
myself.
price of studded armor? Does anyone know?
It's like 30 or 50 gold. It's not much.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it might even be less than that. It's pretty cheap.
All right. Well, since you made an investment and making that investment, we were able to uncover this. I'm thinking all this in my head. I pull out about 100 gold pieces of my loot, and I pass that to Arco. Which I guess we should do some math really quickly, huh?
Duke.
Oh shit. Fuck, dude.
Oh, Stone of Leather is 45.
This
yeah,
is what
45
happens
gold
when you
pieces for
call
leather.
every other character Arco, dude. It's so hard. Okay. So 15 divided by 4 is 375. So I'll add 275 and 100 of mine goes to Duke. That's on you, Duke. Do all that.
Much appreciated.
So that means 275. Bear with us, Chad. I know this is compelling stuff.
Math.
Plus 109. I'll verbalize mine so you at least know how rich your boy is over here. I got 384 gold. Now, am I able... Do I have to wait until I go to like a bank to convert this silver or something? Or can I just... convert it? I'll do it... Oh, shit. I don't know
And how much silver was it?
Oh, nice.
3,282.
Yes.
328 gold.
How much was
And
the?
silver.
Because I'm giving Duke 100 as well. 100 gold of my split.
I'll give Duke my whole 375.
Nice.
I'm just gonna hug him. I'm just gonna go hug.
And I'm gonna wiggle out of that. And can I dip a pinky in the red potion?
Athletics
since it's-
check to get out of that hug. Athletics check to get out of that.
I'm squirming, so this could be an acrobatics.
It could be acrobatics. You have to do an athletics to hold him in.
So
Hug
if
him
you,
real good, Duke.
Oh, I didn't
Ooh.
hug you too tight. I didn't want to squish you. I love you. I didn't want to
Ew.
squish
Well, yeah, I'll do acrobatics.
you.
Dagon just fucking arms up, just shoots down out of the hug.
One day, one day.
So if you go silver, it's 820.5 silver. So 820 silver, and then how many copper pieces is that? 5 copper pieces? What's half a silver in copper pieces?
50.
50 copper pieces.
No,
Alright.
no, be 5 copper pieces.
It would be? Okay.
Yeah,
would
it's
be.
10,
alright.
10, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Oh,
so
10,
then-
10,
all the
10,
way up.
10, 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 10s all the way up.
Well, it's 18 coppers, 900 silvers, and I'll convert it later. Just for me to not have to wreck my brain.
Yeah, you can just make it into gold. That's fine.
Yes.
This elite generator comes with silver, so. Yeah, and then you get the amulet and the red potion. So Dagon, you dip your pinky into the red potion. You gonna taste it?
Yeah.
All right, roll me an Arcana check.
Roll me a narcotics check. I thought.
That too. Could be either. Rub it on your gums real good. That potion.
Here it is.
With your bear form, you're able to smell the cocaine through the suitcase.
That's right.
Yeah, so with the 21 Arcana, you are able to tell this is a potion of cure moderate wounds. Yeah, I'm looking at it exactly right now because I think it's 2d8 plus.
I'll give it to Vice because he's the only person that can't heal himself.
Fair enough.
Yo, thank you, Dagon. Very much appreciated. And then I tuck it into my my inside cloak pocket.
And
So it
I'll check out
cures-
the amulet and see if it means anything.
Yeah. So for that potion, Jake, when you write it down, it cures 2d8 plus 3.
All right, 1 second. What is it? Cure wounds potion?
Yeah, so cured. It's just right 2d8 plus 3.
All right, got it. And then while you guys divvy up, I'm gonna.
And then what you said, Dagon? You said you're gonna check out the amulet.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the amulet, you don't have identify or anything, right? Nobody does. Oh, actually, I know somebody who does.
I do.
So if
Yeah,
you-
looking at
Ask
the
if we had a
aim-
Deckard cane.
A what?
Diablo.
Oh,
That's how you identified your items.
I never played Diablo, so.
An amulet with a blue gem.
But yeah, Dagon, as you're looking into it, you can see it does seem to be a magical item. Not sure
Is
what
it
it
a
does.
Slad
though.
gem.
Is it a what gem? A sad gem?
Slad gem.
Oh no, it's not a slot gem.
And then
It's a
I'm
slim
dead.
Jim. That's what it is.
You say
Interesting
I don't know
you
what it is.
mentioned that though, because my other campaign, slad gems did feature in heavily. Well, I call them slods, not slads, but
Yeah, it could be either way.
yeah, they look like salad if you're dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So Sophie, are you casting that?
I don't think I have the pearl.
Thought you bought one, maybe, or did you not
Did I
get one
buy
yet?
the pearl?
Check your sheet.
I
See if
think
it's on
I
there.
might have been a pearl.
Yeah, check your inventory.
Like there's an ironstone.
Well, it's in a pendant, so it's probably not an iron stone. But...
No, I bought the
Yeah, I mean, I
iron
thought we
bar,
bought
not
one.
The,
Oh, okay.
not the pearl.
Maybe not.
I
Okay.
bought an iron bar.
Didn't we buy one? Or it wasn't a spell though. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean, it does seem to be a magical pendant, but you're not quite sure what it does. Could just
Put it
on. see what
on.
happens.
Yeah. I could.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Actually, I'm gonna. Where are we at? I'm gonna take a walk.
Gonna take a walk on the wild side.
A little bit.
Where are you walking?
It's gonna appear as if I'm, oh no, I zoomed out too fast. It's going everywhere. I'm gonna take a walk into this last room. Really slowly.
I can see the eyeball.
Gonna walk over
It made me
here,
laugh.
and I'm gonna throw the bit over the horse's neck.
Oh fuck, dude.
See if anything
fine.
happens.
That's fine.
I mean, it can't like die.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you know. So you put the amulet over the horse's neck. Magically, the chain for it seems to expand a little bit in order to fit comfortably over his neck.
I like
Wide
to
horse's
imagine
neck.
he just very sensually undid the clasp and
Just walk
There's a little
quietly
bit of-
whispering.
A little bit of careless whisper going on.
and I'll call Deja. Very-
Just like that horse noise. Yep.
Hmm.
So you do this, and the amulet briefly glints on his chest. Nothing happens.
Gonna punch him in the face.
Okay, roll me an unarmed attack. What's Alcalde's armor class?
16.
Damn, he's a beefy horse.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great. I mean, I don't have anything already made for that, so I'm just gonna go with
Yeah, that's fine. you try to punch Alcalde, but your fist just connects with the metal plating and kind of hurts your knuckles a little bit.
He's just gonna
Yeah,
take
take
his
it.
head, just push you away a little bit.
Gonna take the
Oh no,
punch
he's
back
not gonna
off.
let you. He's gonna push you away after you try to punch him, and be very, defensive against you, standing facing right towards you.
I'm going in.
You should
re-
grapple the horse.
Gonna wrestle this bitch.
Grapple the horse. Do me an athletics check. Yeah, Randy, he tried to punch the horse in the face, but oh god, you're gonna get killed by the horse.
Really, I can roll a 0 and beat you. So,
Well,
do you want me to just do a
let's
strength
see-
check for the horse?
Yeah,
Is that
either
what you-
strength or athletic, or yeah, because he's not an athletic. So
I was
yeah,
gonna say he doesn't really have stuff like that.
yeah, that's
so
a good point.
9.
So yeah, okay.
I win. He says in his Mr. Ed voice.
I was just thinking that, bro. I was just thinking that the way you said that was so.
For all
I
you
win.
50-plusers out there watching, you're
That's
welcome
right.
for that reference.
This channel
right there.
is so diverse, dude. We hit every demographic, including 55 plus.
You're welcome.
That's right.
So, does the horse feel any different having this amulet on?
He. I mean, are you asking me like in his head? I mean, I don't know if you know this is going on. You do hear Alcalde kind of making some horse noises from the distance.
Aware of anything that's happening to him? I'm 100% aware of it.
Okay.
I see what
Then
he sees. I hear what he hears. I
Okay.
know all.
he says, or you feel in your mind, he's like, there's I feel like I may have. You ever had that feeling when something invisible just tries to hit you? I don't think it could hit me.
I'm gonna shout out. One of the other swordfish gang has been attacking your horse, but I chased him off.
You know I can see what he sees, right? I just yelled down the hallway.
He's invisible. I punched him. He was really close to the horse.
I forgive you.
I can
yelled
see
down the hallway.
invisibility.
So Alcalde's just gonna take another step away from Dagon and just horse
They
noises.
use Awakened Mind. I'm gonna say, give it back.
Can the horse talk back to him at this point?
I don't know, does Wicked Mind allow talkbacks or just talks to you?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it
Unless
lets
you can
you
understand
talk
one
back.
language. I can talk to him. I don't think he can talk back.
Yeah. So how does the horse respond?
So the horse is gonna very like squint his eyes and look at him and then just lower his head very slowly towards him to let him take it off.
I'm going to ready a spear attack.
Oh my god.
Just in case
What?
this is a ruse.
What a psycho.
Horses cannot be trusted. I'm gonna try to take the amulet back.
And after he takes it, I'm gonna jokingly like nip at him and then just like laugh nay as he just like and whinny and prance a little bit after I.
Oh my god, dude, I was just terrified by Bailey, dude. I was literally trying to figure out what a laugh nay sounded out in my brain, and simultaneously my door goes boom, and I'm like, ah, on the inside. And Bailey,
It's the horse. It's coming for me.
come on, Bailey.
And me knowing everything that's happening in there, I'm just laughing in here.
So, you can get the necklace back from the horse, back from Alcalde.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop it on.
Okay. Yeah, so as the pendant settles against your chest, it briefly glints, and you feel as though you would be immune to the spell Magic Missile.
Oh.
It is a
What are the odds?
Give it back to the horse.
it's a brooch of shielding,
Hmm.
which is an actual item you can drag and drop if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also get resistance to force damage, so
Resistance to horse damage?
I wish. Oh my god, that would be so perfect. Resistance to damage from horses.
How
Breach
much
of the
silver
bridegroom.
did we get?
How much what?
Silver.
It was like 90 gold worth a piece, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Plus the 375 or whatever it was from the other thing.
I guess I'm
From
not
the gold.
technically wearing any armor. I could wear a brooch of shielding.
Yeah, you can.
Why not?
It fills your
Anybody who's
next
been
slot.
attacked by a mage. Could be me.
So I'm
Or we
gonna
could put it back on the
continue
horse.
around to like this corner of
Mhm.
things.
Yes, those are some stairs leading upwards. And as you get to here, you can see there is a dug down area, kind of like a pit, maybe about 25-ish feet below you.
It's a fight pit.
It's not a fight pit, but actually, let me hang on a second. You do see, it's kind of dark in here, but huddled down at the bottom, you see a humanoid figure. Let me put on the token layer. There we go.
I'm gonna just call out to it with, "Be ye friend or foe? We are not with the Swordfish Gang."
They kept me hostage.
You mean Domna?
Yes, Domna.
You'll revel to know she's been slain.
Good. Are you here to rescue me?
That depends, friend. Be ye good or evil?
What kind of question is that?
A straightforward and simple one.
What if I identify as neutral?
Is that your answer?
How do you feel? Are you good or evil?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Well, surely it's evil to leave me locked up in this pit.
Surely it is. Unless you yourself are evil, then it would be just and righteous. We can sit here and toil riddles all day, or you can answer my question. Be
Do
ye
two
good.
evils make a good thing?
Once more I shall ask. Be ye good or evil?
And as you're speaking, the person at the bottom, still staying kind of to the edges where it's the darkest, starts to move around
that was
towards these
accident.
stairs.
And I
What
guess
did they
seeing
say?
him do that, I'm gonna walk kind of towards the gate over here. As I see
Yeah.
him approaching it, I'm gonna approach it.
Yeah, and as he gets a little bit closer to the top, you can see it's a man who has a thick, shaggy beard and hair, wearing raggedy-looking clothes. And you can roll me an insight if you would like.
All right.
Am I also inside?
Yeah, you're in there.
Not
Yeah,
terribly
it's not good.
insightful today.
Yeah, I'm following you guys. I shall also insight if that is permitted.
Yeah.
Weird.
Bryce,
just
you
not-
recognize this guy. It's your uncle. You haven't seen him in fucking years.
I recognize this guy. He's my uncle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what's my uncle's name? Do I
Francis.
Oh, Frank! Holy shit, Uncle Frank! What are you doing? I walk into the pit and I go to.
An arm out to stop him as soon as he tries. Wait, it could be a trap. What would your uncle be doing down here?
There is a gate blocking your way, Vice, so you can't just like step immediately right in, but
Okay, got it.
Ask him
All
a
right.
question only your uncle would know.
All right, Uncle. When I was 7 or 8, I don't remember, maybe 9. What was that theater that you took me to see that crazy play with all the nipples? What was it? What was it called? Uncle
Oh,
Frank.
in so many years, my dear boy.
I don't know. My Uncle Frank would never forget a time like that. What the
No.
fuck, Uncle Frank? What's become of you? You don't remember Nippletown?
Now, does he just look like a regular dude, but like pretty like dirty and roughed up and raggedy?
Yeah, and like he's been growing out his beard for quite a while.
Is this what he looks like to me as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, once more, I shall ask you, and answer truthfully however you see fit. Be ye good, or be ye evil?
Uncle Frank, what did you give me for my 12th birthday? I guess there's no way for us to get this right.
I gave
huh?
you coin.
Never mind. This is
Not
bad.
your Uncle Frank, Vice. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's not your Uncle Frank. Now tell me, creature, why... Creature, I apologize. That was very rude of me. That was terribly rude of me. But you must admit, the way you speak, it doesn't do well for your humanity, my friend.
You
Now
judge
tell
me
me.
on my voice?
I judge you on your actions and your inability to answer a simple question. And I'm going to shoot him a very just like dead eye look. But now tell me, why did the Swordfish Gang have you trapped here?
They had me trapped because they liked to put people in here with me who they wanted to kill. They made me fight them.
So you're saying it was kill or be killed?
Of course.
Tell me, how many times did they make you do this that you can recall?
At least 15, 20.
Dear God.
And you do see, as you're kind of looking closer, there's some bones that look like they've been gnawed on in the back.
Now tell me, your opponents, any of them women or children,
I'm sure 1 or 2 were women.
are they fighters?
They tried.
Clearly. I mean, you have been the victor. Now, I can't imagine what your life must have been like while you were trapped here. Can you tell me, with any semblance of time you may not have, do you know how long you've been down here?
Many, many months.
And how was it that you came to be trapped by the Swordfish Gang?
They lured me here with promises of wealth, food, place to live.
Can I disguise myself as my uncle?
Sure.
I'm gonna disguise myself as my Uncle Frank. And I'm going to turn to Duke. and I'm gonna say, do we look alike?
You look nothing alike.
Dude, is that true, Zooftra? Do we look nothing alike?
I mean, Vice now has a nice full beard, but other than that, the similarities are not very, no, there's really no similarities.
Put both hands on his shoulder. I'm sorry, my friend, but this is not your uncle. Better that it's not. This man has lived through hell.
And as you two are talking to each other, you hear some strange cracking noises
Oh shit.
and squelching noises coming from below you in the pit. And as you turn to look, you see a wolf man racing up towards the gate.
I thought we were talking to this wolf man the whole time, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you were. I just forgot to make it.
Token, and that's why I was like,
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah. No, I forgot to make it. I was supposed to have a human joke, but I forgot, so you know.
Oh, there's another guy. Because I've been seeing that guy the whole time. I was like, that dude's fucked up.
There's another guy? I don't see the other guy.
No, there's only one guy down in the pit.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay,
with
okay.
Alcalde. I'm with Alcalde. I don't even know where you guys are because it like lags for me really bad. So you guys are just like disappeared. I'm like, I don't know where they went.
Going with the pony.
Roll initiative. And if you if you want to like come towards them when you start hearing all these yells and stuff, I can help.
I
you
effed
there.
up. You can give me either of these.
Can you move me over there? Because I run straight to them. That's my role play right now. I hear the cracking.
On your turn, we'll do that.
A howl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I accidentally rolled for eyeball first.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's fine. You rolled for the eyeball.
I did.
Eyeball's initiative is just stairs. It's stairs.
Ooh,
Yeah, you can roll initiative still, Sophie, if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Ooh, you rolled good.
Damn. Did roll well.
Ew. Okay. Ooh, actually. Nope, the werewolf does go first.
Sure he does.
It would be 19.13, so he would go first. I had to look and see. But yes.
Well, at least he's stuck behind a barricade.
Oh, well, we're about to see what happens to that barricade. One of the first things he's going to do is make a strength check to try to bust down this gate, just rip it off of its hinges.
Now, me standing... Okay, never mind. He failed miserably, so no worries.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
As
gonna
he
say, me
tries,
standing right here, could I bolster it? But yeah, I don't even have to.
as he tries to scrabble with his newly formed claw hands, he tries to break down this gate, but he slips, unfortunately, is not able to do so.
But
You-
he's like right there. Like I could stab him through this
Yes,
gate.
the gate does give him some cover, though.
So
It'll be
at
like
disadvantage?
No, it'll just give him a plus to his armor class.
Okay, because the sword I'm using right now is piercing, so you wouldn't think that would affect it too much since I'm just stabbing through a big hole.
Well, it's
you
not a
know?
big hole. It's like a relatively sturdy gate. So there's like think of
What
like a
kind of
wooden
gate
gate
we
with slats.
talking?
It's like a
What
wooden
kind-
like think of like a
Like a
barn
stable gate?
Yeah, like a stable gate kind of thing.
Then I should easily be able to stab this guy over.
Okay,
this
maybe I'm
stable
thinking of
An
different
iron
gates.
lattice.
Yeah, it'll give him some
Okay.
cover. It's not a
Okay.
disadvantage, but it'll give him some cover. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna. Evil is your answer, then, I suppose, and I'm just gonna stab at him through this gate since he's shown his true hand. And I'll swing at him. Well, that's gross, but I'm gonna use my extra swing that I get because, you know, life.
So, even with the second improved stab, you kind of accidentally hit the gate at first, and the second time you try to, unfortunately, the blade gets a little tangled on the gate and is not able to reach the wolf man. He ducks backwards in time to avoid your sword.
Now, is he on stairs right now?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely not fighting in a great location.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics.
Dagon, it is your turn.
You should have called all day to you, and I could have hopped on his back like a winner.
Okay. That's
Wiener?
what I was looking for. So I'm gonna cast a double Eldritch Blast on him.
Oof.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, so both of those, Dagon, with his great view from the above, just angles down with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Actually move right here so I can actually see him.
Okay.
Yep.
And just is able to blast at him twice, hitting him for 11 points of damage.
Something.
Excellent. Vice.
Yeah. All right. So it's my turn. Okay. Well, I'm going to use my final spell slot to cast Id Insinuation on the asshole monster creature.
Okay, go ahead and link that spell.
Yep. Oh, whoops. I meant to do it like that.
Oh, I see. Ooh.
Oh, I did both. Yay. I don't know if I did good or not. Oh, I didn't mean to sneak it.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it's looking out there. Let's see, cast it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So wisdom saving throw. Let's see if he has any wisdom. He does not. As you look, the Wolfman's eyes seem to unfocus, and it seems incapacitated.
Let's go. Get fucked, wolf face.
It is Dresden's turn.
I'm doing a hard run.
All right, so
If you wouldn't mind moving
Yep,
me.
I got you 60 feet.
It'll take me 3 years.
yeah, no, I moved you 60 feet. Yeah. All right,
That's my turn.
the Wolfman's turn again. Once again, he's gonna try to pull down this gate.
But he was incapacitated.
Oh, you're right.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
hold on. Oh, never mind. I don't have any
Motherfucker.
spell slots.
yanked.
That's right, you
He's
can't do
yanked.
shit now.
Yeah, he's incapacitated. Okay. So at the end of each turn, it takes 1d12. So go ahead and roll me the 1d12. Oh, yes, you already did. It's 8. So 8 damage to him. And he
Wait a
gets to roll
second.
to try to
Hold
break
on.
out of it.
Actually, hold on. Would the sneak attack count because we're both within like 5 feet?
Nah, sneak attack's only with melee weapons.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Or with weapons, like not with
That's
spells.
totally fair. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not melee, but
I got
just weapons,
excited.
yeah. No, I know, but unfortunately not spells. There might be something later on that lets you do that, but definitely not right now. So he's gonna try to roll to get out of your id insinuation. Ooh, what's your saving throw? DC 13? He just barely makes it, so
Okay.
you can see him shake off the problem, but he does take the damage, and you did lose a turn, basically.
Cool.
Duke.
So is he standing back up now?
Yeah, he never like fully went back down the stairs. He just was kind of like dodged backwards. Really.
Does this gate open towards us or towards him?
It appears to open towards you.
Of course it does. All right. Then I guess I'm just gonna stab at him again. That's about all I can do at this point. So give me old 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Lovely. So 11 piercing and then a Constitution save.
He does make the Constitution save throw, but
Nice. So 11
Definitely
damage.
11
and then
damage,
I'm
yeah.
gonna swing again.
oh, actually, hang on a second. I'm sorry. He does not take any damage. You stab at him, but your blade almost seems to skitter off of his skin.
Okay. And the second one hits also, doesn't do damage, but Constitution save.
Well, actually, technically, you wouldn't need to do that because yeah, it doesn't break his skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dagon.
Just the old faithful 1-2.
Old faithful 1-2 Eldritch Blast. The Warlock's bread and butter.
That's right.
So the first one does hit, and you can see the werewolf kind of shudder a little bit.
And he is taking damage off of the.
Yes, he is taking damage from your Eldritch Blast. You can see like blast wounds on him. But the second one does not hit, unfortunately.
Bummer.
Vice.
Do
All
I?
right.
All right, go ahead.
Do I have any knowledge of werewolves that I might?
You could make an Arcana, a History, or a Nature check. Your choice. The DCs might be different for each of them, but your choice which one you want to make.
I mean, it's probably easier to do Arcana.
Arcana. So with that Arcana roll, you do know that some creatures are immune to certain types of damage, but you don't know exactly if this one is immune to something.
Okay.
Yeah, like you know, you saw his sword. It should have hit him and pierced him, but it didn't. So you kind of assume, okay, maybe he's immune to the something kind of damages.
So, do I know?
You don't know what you know, Steve. You don't necessarily know what you know. Yeah, yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
Right.
Sorry. You know your
Okay.
Eldritch Blast word though. Vice.
Okay, so I'm curious as to if this is like a misprint, because I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it just like leveled and I don't know. So my poison spray and my damage on my core page shows 2d12.
At level 5, some of them do go up, although poison spray. Let me just check that out.
Because my regular spell says 1d12, but I figure the text probably doesn't change. But I don't
Right,
know.
text-
I could be wrong.
Let me look it up real quick and see.
Just say like at 5th level, something.
Yeah,
like
usually
that.
say, yeah, no. Well, it's a cantrip, so. We are usually. Oh, yeah. The damage increases by 1d12 when you reach 5th level. So, yeah, 2d12 is correct.
All right. So how big is this gate?
I mean, it's 10 feet wide, and it's about 5 feet tall, I'd say.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to climb up to the top and cast poison spray over the top in the same turn?
Well, it's a spell, so you could definitely spray it like through the holes in the gate.
So it's a 5-foot gate, dude. You should just be able to hold your arm over and
That
spray
too.
it.
Oh, I didn't even listen. I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm way taller than that. I
was like,
I don't know.
5 foot.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
assumed it was gonna be bigger, and so I was trying to figure out like the next question I was gonna ask. I'm sorry, I didn't even listen.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
you're all good.
So I will hold my arm like pretty much straight out in front of me at this werewolf, and I will cast and I will use poison spray.
Oh, okay.
and
Sneak's
also-
not on there.
Yeah, it doesn't sneak. Yeah. Now, did that only roll? Oh no, that rolled 2d12. I'm confused.
Yeah, if you hover over it, you can see it rolled a 6 and an 8.
Ah, got it. Okay, got it.
No, a 14 wasn't 1d12.
Yeah, I guess that's
You do know that, yeah.
That's true.
Constitution saving throw. He makes a con save. So even though little bits of your poison spray hit his skin and fur, they don't seem to penetrate.
That's fair.
Anything else on your turn, Vice?
I don't think I can do anything else. So nah.
Dresden, you are now there. You can see where you are, right?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me move my cam. Don't take 3 years. So I'm going to. Okay, I see him over there. I'm gonna scooch past Duke to right here. And I can see him, right? If I
You
can
can see
You could also just scoot around because he's like in a ring.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you can't really see it because the HP bars are blocking. At least I can't even see it. But there's a gate right in front of Vice and Duke.
Okay, I move over here. I'm going to go to my character sheet. Shoot my crossbow.
Shoot that crossbow.
Shoot that crossbow.
That's actually one of the reasons, Steve, why I like to use monsters that like nobody's heard of, or I don't like to use their real names. That way, people who do DM don't necessarily know what they are. But
Sure.
yeah, but a werewolf's kind of like a werewolf, so. Yeah, that is going to hit for 2 people.
What the
Oh
shit?
wait, no, I'm
Whoops.
sorry. So it hits him, but the arrow bounces right off.
You knew this.
I know.
Technically, Dresden just
But
got
I
there,
still had
so.
to. Yeah, I just got here. I didn't know.
Standing
You guys
behind
didn't
us.
say anything.
All right, once again, well, actually, seeing that the gate is a little tricky for him, he's going to try to swipe out towards Vice through the gate.
Okay.
He lowers his head and tries to bite through the gate, as well as he also tries to swipe with his claws. Now, you also get the cover from it, so. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 15.
Okay, you get a +4, so your armor class is 19.
Okay. Fuck off.
Yep. So his claws hit you for 2d4 plus 2 damage. You take 8 damage.
Pulled like crazy, man.
Okay.
And then it's now biting at you.
Yeah, get out of here.
But after the slash, you kind of take a step back from the gate, and he snaps right where your arm just was, but you managed to move out of the way in time. And it
All
is
right.
Duke's turn.
Okay, so the well, I guess there's no reason to let him out of here because he's a scrub. I'm just gonna take like one step. Well, I guess okay. So you said this gate's 5 feet tall, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna smack him in the face with my shield.
Oh, hold on.
just to
Sorry.
try to derp
Am
him.
I able to hellish rebuke him? I'm an asshole. I should
Oh
have
yeah, you
said
can
this.
help Duke. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hellish rebuking. As a reaction. What level am I? That's a good question. Let me see if it's a cast at level 1. Like, does the level of
Yeah,
the
no,
hellish
it's
rebuke
level
change?
1.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
This is a tiefling thing, so
Oh, sorry about the sneak.
that's okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry. All right.
All right. So dex save.
Fuck off.
I think he still takes half of it, doesn't he? Let me see. Yeah, half as much damage on a successful one. So he does still take 5 points of damage. As you can see, some of his hair is singed off. Okay, Duke. So now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like smack him in the face with my shield just to try to derp him.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanna athletics check that, or is he just gonna be immune to any kind of being touched at all?
I mean, you're not. Are you trying to damage him, or are you just trying to kind of knock
No,
him
I'm just
back?
trying to knock
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, no, you can still do the athletics. For sure.
Okay. So yeah, I just want to knock him down the stairs.
Yeah, you're gonna win that one. So you do get to knock him back.
And now that he's a little bit back, I'm gonna taunt him. Creature of darkness, what did you think you were going to accomplish here today? And looking him right in the eyes, I'm just gonna reach out and touch Vice and heal all the damage he just did to him.
Oh shit. And as you taunt the werewolf, you just hear he throws back his head. "Ooh." howls.
If only your bite was more fearsome than your howl.
Dagon.
How hurt are you, Jake?
Yeah, I think is my health.
He took
Yep.
8 damage, I believe.
Yeah. So I took 8 damage. I'm 23.
Okay, well, heal it back up.
Oh yeah.
Did he get? Is he still standing?
Yeah, the wolf is still. It doesn't knock him prone, right, Jordan?
It does, actually.
Oh, it does knock him prone. Okay. Then he is knocked prone.
Okay, that changes things.
I mean, we're kind of in an arena above looking down on him, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
you would think that would be a huge advantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. No, it's gonna be a disadvantage.
So normally it would be, but because you're kind of looking down on him, it's actually not a disadvantage. Because you literally have like a bird's eye view on him.
All right. In that case, I won't do it. Disadvantage.
Both of those are gonna hit. For 14 points of damage as 2 more Eldritch Blasts come flying out of Dagon and directly into this werewolf. Hell yeah. Vice.
My
Just
turn.
fucking Krillin over there.
Dragon, yeah.
So he just got knocked
He
down.
blasted the shit.
He didn't take any damage from the knockdown, right?
No, he did not.
Okay, let me take a look here. I'm gonna have to just. Let's see. What's the range? I'm gonna have to just use poison spray again, I suppose. Because we know
So
he's.
at this point, he's a bit too far away because he also fell down. Because you guys are like 25 feet up.
Isn't it 10 feet? Oh, it's 25 feet up?
Yeah.
Well, that scale's
The
weird.
steep staircase.
I know. The stairs do go a little bit further out than like they seem. But yeah.
Oh,
there's-
jeez.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, I will cast. I'm gonna cast True Strike on the target. I'm gonna point my finger out and cast True Strike.
You can.
Do I gain any insight into the target's defenses?
You can tell that. I mean, just logically, you know that most of your weapons haven't really been doing shit to him.
That's all I can gain.
I mean, you have a, like, it gives you advantage, so.
Okay, so I just know. Do I know that physical attacks won't hurt him?
You've seen that, like, yeah, you can make that. Yeah.
All right, we are tossing this cantrip out after today.
Well, it does give you advantage on your next attack roll, which is great if you're attacking with something that's not.
Yeah, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't
useless.
matter unless I crit, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so looking around the room. Give me 1 second, actually. Looking around the room, do I see anything hanging like above the pit? Like, what do I see above the pit? What? Tell me about the ceiling.
So the ceiling here, it's about 8 feet or so up, not above your head, but like from the floor. It's about 8 feet tall here around the top of the ring. And then it goes 25 feet down. There's no lighting directly above the ring, or really anything on the ceiling. There's just those pillars of support you can kind of see around the edges there, and then the torches on the side walls.
Okay, got it. 1 second. Blah, 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 blah. Can I use my, I'm trying to scan this really quickly and not take up too much time. Can I use my, mage hand as a bonus action, or nay? I think that's a nay. I think we did this last time.
I think the spell to cast it is an
You
action.
can
if I
use,
remember
in
correctly.
addition, you can use the bonus action granted by your cunning hand action to control. the
Yeah, but I
hand.
think you usually have to cast it first, though.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
to
that's what
control
I
the
was saying,
hand.
to
That makes sense.
control the
Okay,
hand.
got it. Okay. All right, fair. Well, then I can disengage, right?
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to disengage.
All right, I'm going to use my
I mean,
bonus.
there's nothing
I don't
really to
even think
disengage
you have
from,
to.
so
I
yeah.
was like, I don't even think you
Oh,
have
okay.
to.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't. I guess that's right. I forget that the staircase is 25 feet tall.
Yeah.
It wasn't. He's not next to you, so
Yeah.
you'd be fine.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna take a step of 5 feet
this
back,
way, 25
assuming
feet
that
this
if he
way.
has 30 feet of movement, he can only get right in front of me. And I end my turn. Yo, Burley, what is up, dude?
All
Good to
right,
see you.
Dresden.
Okay, knowing what I know now, I am going to cast cast a different one. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
And he's knocked prone, so I would imagine he would be at disadvantage anyways, right?
Oh, that's actually a very good point. Thank you for reminding me. He is indeed prone. So let's do. Yep, that second one is just enough. So you do 7 points of damage to him. He is looking very, very wounded.
Good.
Very wounded.
And you just smell the aroma of roast lamb chop.
Roast lamb chop. All right, this is his turn. He is going to get up.
And confused by his own good smell, he starts eating himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And takes half his movement to get up, so he starts to come back up the stairs, but he isn't quite up at the gate yet. Well, actually, no, he is going to use his action just to dash up to the top of the gate. Duke.
I'm just gonna point at him and laugh and take one step backwards. That's
And
all.
he
I
is
can
just,
do.
he seems to be crazed. He's just slobbering and slashing out at the gate. Not very
When will
logical.
you creatures of darkness ever learn? Justice and righteousness will always prevail. I'm just gonna smack my shield with my sword and like, hoorah!
Big on.
Going to go ahead and bing bong. Eldritch Blast him again.
Bing bong.
Yes. As your Eldritch Blasts fly into him, his skin bubbles under the acidic-y, fiery burn of your laser beams. And he falls down the stairs, ending up in a crumpled heap at the bottom.
I'm dead.
Is he dead?
I'm dead.
He's not moving.
Is it my turn?
I'm dead.
Yeah, actually it is.
Okay. I will use my turn to use my mage hand to go over and grab this torch.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna carry it. I'm gonna carry it over his body and just drop it right on top.
Okay. The torch falls and lands on his body. Bounces off a little bit, rolls off to the side. The shape doesn't move.
It doesn't burn it.
I mean, it singes a little bit, but
Dang.
No dramatic flare there. No by fire be purged.
no, it just kind of bounces off and singes a little bit of his skin.
That's funny as fuck. Jake just
Well, I appreciate the
fucking
thought.
lame.
I say as I
Dramatic.
reach out a hand. And, however, I fear there is no redeeming creatures like. Damn it, Torch! Disappear for 3 episodes, and this is all you got for me.
All right. Well, I am satisfied with Torch being able to acknowledge itself. All right. Can I use my acrobatics to hop this gate and go check the body of this wolf monster creature?
Yeah, roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you easily vault the gate
Easy claps. All
I
right.
like to pretend I'm just over there with like my hands in cheerleader position, and I just give him a step onto it and just launch him over.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
We're
gonna
so
walk
ready to
over
bring it
Duke
on.
After he's in the pit.
Exactly.
I'm gonna walk over
Again.
to Duke after he's in the pit and just whisper to Duke, "It would be funny if we just like left him and it'd be so
No,
funny.
That wouldn't be
We
funny
could come
at all.
back later. No, we could come back later, but like think about it.
Wait,
think
I
he's-
missed it.
I
What
think
was
he's
it?
capable of hopping this fence. Have more faith in our rogue.
Oh yeah. No, I'm fine. It's easy claps anytime I need to be acrobatic. All right, I'm gonna run an investigation check to see what kind of trophy-ish type things I can pull from a wolf man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his fearsome, weirdly malformed body that's half wolf, half man. You can see, I mean, some of his teeth would be pretty cool to have a werewolf tooth, right?
Can I figure
That could be
out?
helpful.
Can I determine? Can I like pull my dagger out and do like an experiment maybe and see like if I can actually pierce him, or if he's like magically protected, or if he's just like physically thick with his skin?
He's
With
yeah,
two C's.
25. Jeez.
Yeah, how
Physically
thick is his skin?
Punches are tight, bro. Punches are tight.
Oh god.
Well, you know what I mean, like magically or physically. How are we getting into this dude? Obviously, we know magic works,
Yeah.
but is that magic, or is it just he's a tough
It's
son bitch?
gotta be magically protected. Yeah.
Is
So,
he
as-
is he still a werewolf, or is he turned back into the neighbor's kid again?
Let's see. I don't remember if werewolves are supposed to turn back. Oh, it does. Yeah, so it actually does turn back into a human. As you go down to check on it, you see a human lying there.
It was just a guy. The lights were dim.
All right, I searched the guy. Do I find anything on my shitty 11 investigation?
I mean, this guy has teeth too. You can take one of his teeth. That's a trophy.
What
You get a couple
triggers?
more trophies and you got
Just
a whole
out of-
face.
Can I
You already
do?
have an eyeball.
Do I know how like werewolf transformation works? Does it work like the traditional moon awareness, or is it like something else, or does it depend on the werewolf? My question is, can I attach this tooth to the end of an arrow and shoot it at nighttime, and it become more deadly than it would be in daytime?
Well, he just turned, and I don't know that it would be because it was perfectly nighttime as he wanted to attack us. So
That's
it's
true.
can probably infer it's on command in some regard.
All right, I will take a sample of the werewolf's blood.
Okay.
Would you pierce its skin to take its blood sample?
Well, now he's a
Well,
human boy again,
He's good as human. You can.
but I feel like
Yeah.
it's the same blood, right? How does that
You
work?
poke him with your dagger, and it does seem
Its
to cut into
blood,
his skin.
changes. Its blood just changes.
There's
when
no
it
way,
changes
good way
because
for a
it's
rogue to keep a blood
werewolf.
sample too. Yeah. Shit! I want his powers. All right, I fucking cut his ear
You can
off.
just let him bite you if you want his powers.
I'm gonna cut his fucking ear off.
Yeah, just like put your arm in his mouth and just go.
Yeah,
right on his jaw.
I'm gonna cut his ear off and just put it in my fucking pocket.
All right, you slice off his human ear, stick it in your pocket.
Damn it.
That's
Wish I would've-
gruesome.
Wish I would have got it as a werewolf ear. I look back at the team and I say, if you haven't noticed, I've been taking something from everybody. It's kind of my thing. Don't
So
judge
you're
me.
a serial
We've
killer,
noticed.
I see.
We've most certainly noticed. Eyeball and ear, all sorts of goodies you've maintained. A screw eye, if you will.
Yeah, it's listed in my inventory as werewolf ear in human form. All right. Do I find anything on his person though, like or is he like naked like Bruce Banner because of the transformation?
I mean, he's wearing some like raggedy. He's got like those magic shorts that no matter how, you know,
How he
they're still
transforms.
there.
And
Yeah.
All right,
perfectly,
duh.
but-
I'm taking his shorts. Duh. I'm taking the shorts. Easy claps, dude.
So you
Yeah,
can
alright.
what with them?
So
You
that
could, like-
if something happens and I need to like use a giant spell on myself, I can wear these shorts and have dignity. These are going in my inventory as Bruce
Yeah.
Banner shorts.
Add a magical pair of shorts that will always shrink or grow to fit you.
Are you actually taking his shorts?
Yes, I legit. They're in my inventory right now. My
Okay,
character.
so I'm
Have,
gonna
like, a
walk
brown
out.
stain on the back.
I'm gonna walk out there, and I'm gonna out of my bag. I'm gonna pull out one of my shirts, and I'm gonna cover him. No man deserves this indignity. I look over at Vice and say,
Oh, I'm so
and then
tempted.
just walk back away.
So tempted to cut off his penis, but I stopped there. I draw the line there.
You think about it.
I
You guys
think
see
about it.
Vice holding his dagger, looking at the man's crotch, then he goes, "Ah," and kind of walks away.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. 2 beers are running through me. I'm taking a pee. I'll be right back. Does anyone else need to pee?
He's peed so much tonight, guys. Are you
I
okay?
have, dude. I only had 2 beers. I'm
Yeah.
peeing a lot. But I had coffee right before the stream, so coffee,
Okay,
beer,
that's
beer.
true. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
coffee does that. Yeah, you're good. I just thought it was so funny. I'm just like, this is the 3rd time. Do you need to see a doctor?
Man's just got an active bladder.
Just gonna walk down here and love on all call day while we stand here. Just gonna rub his snout, give him some good pets.
I'm gonna go down there with you, and I'm gonna give him some muscat.
He's a diabetic. Be careful.
He's so horsey.
Butternuts, butter stuff. Butter. Anybody that appreciated that, I love you, and everybody else.
I don't know what that's from. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yo,
Where's it from? I'm very curious.
I was in the bathroom
Oh,
saying
okay.
it before you said it. I was like, if I get back and no one says butter stuff or butternuts, dude, that's how I'm coming back. His name was Buttercup. Butternuts.
police officer
Buttercup.
today.
Butternuts.
Okay, I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Loved him. I loved him.
I just fed him some popcorn and pizza and Funyuns, and this horse is a diabetic. It's so good, dude. You just killed an officer of the law. It's the best movie. If you guys have not seen Half Baked, you have to go watch Half Baked right after the stream. It is a
Been a while,
story
but-
of a bunch of stoners who are roommates, and their kindergarten teacher friend goes out for munchies one night, leaves the store with a ridiculous amount of shit, meets a horse, thinks he's cute, and of course he's high, so he feeds the horse because that's what you do. But the horse was a diabetic and died, and it's all about a plot to get him out of prison. Yeah, if you've never seen that movie, I don't know how you're not sold on that description.
Oh, it's a great description.
I'm pretty sold.
It's good.
I got to my door and I realized what you were talking about with the horse being a diabetic. I was like, oh yeah, butter stuff.
Samson. If I was a bard, I would just shred it.
and it's got Dave Chappelle, which I guess depends on how you feel these days, but it's got Dave Chappelle in it, depending on how you feel. But yeah, come on,
What were
Kenny,
we
let me
watching?
see your mean face.
What were we watching the other day that had Samson in it? But he was like only 20.
That
So
what
Nicolas
was
Cage movie?
it? Was a Nicolas Cage movie, I want to say, unless it was
Wasn't
the
Jujutsu.
no, unless it was the one, dude. It was fucking whatever. It was the Eddie movie. It had to be Deadfall or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, he was in Deadfall.
Yeah, he's in Deadfall. There's a gym, which we also have as a sound alert on the channel. I don't know if it's activated on D&D. I don't think I have them activated on D&D out of being responsible.
What's the sound clip?
The two girls.
It's him
I assume they
yelling
just kinda
fuck.
hung back in the
Okay.
hallway while we were
Yeah.
fighting the werewolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just kind of chilling in this main area over here.
Okay. So, I assume we've done everything that I can reasonably think we could do down here. Now the only other thing was that a supply room that we tied up old Greg in earlier.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, can we
Did
do
we
like
raid that supply room?
Yeah, I mean you can.
Can we
Okay.
do like an
Well, I didn't
investigation
remember if we did or
montage?
not.
Can
Yeah,
we
you guys
play
can
like?
investigate and see what's
Can we
fun.
play like Eye of the Tiger and just
Can we
fucking
just
search
say we
everything
searched the whole place
over
for
2 or
red-
3 minutes?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Bam.
guys search through, and when you go in there, old Greg has been woken up and cleared out by presumably by the other former gang members who are going to go straight now. You do find a lot of supplies in there. Before, I know we talked about you found some poison. You also find 10 sets of studded leather armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna write these down, that way you guys don't forget.
Shame we just bought
Thank
some.
you. Appreciate that.
You find 10 spears, 10 short swords. You find about 30 rations.
Take the ration.
And somebody roll me an investigation check at advantage, whoever would like to.
Burr is the
I'll
most
help.
intellectual of us.
I got 2 on investigation. That beat everybody? Jesus.
I'm negative
I got
1.
3.
So.
Oh, Dagon.
I'm proficient in it for some reason.
Why
I
not?
think you add advantage since they're helping you, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a 0, so no man.
Okay.
15.
Okay. So, Dagon, as you're looking through the items in there, you notice that one of the spears seems a little shinier on its tip. It looks like it has a silvered tip.
Of course it does.
Oh,
Now it's the
that would've been
werewolf
nice.
kid. Yeah.
I'll switch it out for my regular spear.
Cool.
So I would take all the regular stuff and just like find a way to fashion it to the horse to let him carry all this stuff. These sets of leather armor and spears and short swords.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of boxes in there, and there's some rope. You can kind of lash it to his saddle.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
big box strapped to his back so he can carry all this mess for us.
Yeah, he's strong enough to do that.
He's a beast, literally. Literally.
Quite literally.
And Vice, did you get the poison earlier? Like, is it on your sheet?
I don't think I ever put it on my sheet, like the
Okay.
however many uses I had.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down and add it when the stream's over with my Moonstone and Sardonyx and Cure Wounds potion.
Yeah.
And also my collapsible spear.
And that's a +1 spear, by the way.
Nice.
We need to get something good
Hypothetical
for
question.
I guess, Dresden.
Could I take my ungodly amount of silver and have someone make me a tip and then interchange it with the tip on
like,
my
to your weapon?
yeah to my +1
So
spear?
generally, there is a way to silver the tips of weapons. You don't want to make the entire thing out of silver, though, because it's not very strong. But
Coding,
you can, like,
yeah.
coat it with silver, yeah.
Okay, good to know. Oh, what was the 10 uses of poison? Is that right?
I think it might have been closer to 20, but yeah.
Do 20. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because it's like the full supply, so.
Yep. Yeah, I filled the canteen up. The whole water pouch. Yeah.
Just better remember which water pouch is which.
Dude, I actually have water
No, you
skins.
keep-
4 1.
Like,
Oh no,
I
water
just want
skin
the
4 1,
poison
1
for
poison,
me.
1 empty. I have
Everything
6.
useful for everyone else. You know what I mean, Steve? Like what you have is good for you, so like keep it.
You can have this pendant that we just got, amulet that we just got. It's
Because it would just depend on who got attacked, how useful.
is extremely
Yeah.
situational.
Yeah.
And quick question, would I
It
be
is
able
worth some money, you know, if you, most magical
That's
items are, so.
Am I able to use the wand of fear that I have?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good to know. I need to add that to
So
my
I could
attacks.
sell at a magical pawn shop.
You wouldn't get very good value.
Yeah, no, they would give you they would give you 5 copper
You
for
5 copper.
a PlayStation
That's what I
5.
do.
Yeah.
5 copper
so
and store credit.
you know what I mean. You're like
yeah,
sell
yeah.
it to somebody. Okay. I guess I'll take it then. Yeah. What is it?
It's a brooch of shielding is officially what it's called.
Okay.
But it like goes in your neck slot. It's like a neck, kind of like a neck clip sort of thing. you know.
Next slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
My next slot's always full.
Where do I get it from? Like,
If you look on the top right, the little black circle with the eye in it, if you search Brooch of Shielding, it should be in there. And you can click and drag it onto your sheet, as long as your sheet's not popped out.
oh, it is popped out. God dang it. I knew it.
Well, I think this is where we're gonna call it for tonight. So if you guys want to sell off the items that you got, feel free to do that. But yeah.
Then can we rest? Can we just like? be
Well,
like,
I
"Oh,
figure
we're done for
we'll
the night"?
we'll do all the social stuff.
Yeah,
the
we do that next
'cause
time.
we got to take these girls places. I mean, we got
Yeah.
can't just like.
Aw.
go to
We
the
also
end and
gotta
take-
check out the docks, because the docks is where we're.
That's a far later endeavor.
Well, totally, but I just don't want to forget about having a lead, because I know.
Well,
I
we knew
will.
that before this. Domna told us.
Oh,
the
did
docks
we?
Is where all the
Okay.
stuff goes down.
See, I had already
for those of us
forgotten.
that well, you probably might not even have heard it though. It was like me and her talking. I mean, you heard it. You
yeah,
heard
yeah.
it,
My
but
character
I-
didn't. That's what's so good about me being able to be my character a week later. I just
Yeah.
don't
Well,
remember
and
the shit.
like I'm not a super hard stickler for you guys have to remember stuff like that because one, I mean, we have real lives, and two, like it's been a minute for them, but it's been 2 weeks for us, you know.
Right.
So like
Yeah, that makes
now if
sense.
it's something you should
Oddly
fucking
remember
remember,
stuff
then yes,
like
I'll
that
make you do it.
pretty
But if it's like a
well.
little thing, then whatever.
Totally. Got it.
Don't see what you're wanting me to see, Zufra.
The top right of the like above the chat box, like above the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What is
Yeah,
it?
the black
Oh,
circle,
alright.
the black
I
circle with
see
the
what
eye
you're
in it.
talking
Yeah.
about. Yep. Okay. Alright. I know what you mean now. Alright. What was it called? The brooch.
Yep. BROOCH of shielding.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, that was absolutely fun. I think we had a great session. And thank you all for coming on. Again, another Monday in the books. Thank you all the viewers for watching. We really appreciate you guys. Hang around. We're definitely going to see if we can raid somebody. And yeah, we just did 10 hours yesterday, or I would do something else because I'm kind of in the mood. But I need to get some shit done. I have a video that I have to put out today that I promised on the stream last night, so I'm going to be doing that. It'll be about ducking your audio, so if you haven't followed the YouTube and you're a streamer, or you're just curious about other videos that I've made, I have to promo. It's the worst. I hate it too.
Great.
But feel free to follow one of those, and yeah, learn some stuff later this evening, or tomorrow, depending. But we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Let's see who's alive.
My favorite thing while you were saying that was Jordan's like smile he had to hide. That was my favorite thing. Like right as you were like ducking audio, you like smiled and then you like covered it up a little bit. It was really funny.
Have you noticed that,
I think
bro?
he did it subconsciously.
Did you notice the audio ducking on the stream?
Not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I think it's because before we just had music so low you couldn't hear it very well.
See, I
I'm just
never
glad
really
you made it more
listened
of
to
a
the
smooth
stream
change.
because I'm in Discord, so I never really listen to the
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
stream. I do? It's alright.
Yeah, it should have been there for the last Vampire Survivor. It should have been there
Dude,
yesterday.
you just need to like, once you get like $60, you can set aside, just get you a little 4-channel MIDI mixer.
Yeah,
and
that's
make your life
literally
1,000
on the list. A mixer is on the list. All right, let me make sure I type this in. Well, guys, we are going to be raiding Pomegranate Princess tonight. It's fitting the vibes with the stream. She's over here playing some Oblivion, actually. Not even Skyrim. She's playing some Oblivion. So please hang around. Let's.
Old Nag.
That's right, Armored Old Nag. Oh my god, dude. Chat, please on the next stream remind us to tell the story of Armored Old Nag. It's kind of sad. Maybe don't. Did this work? Okay, perfect. It looks like we're queued up for the raid. Everybody stick around. You got a great streamer coming up, and we're doing similar RPG vibes. Thank you guys again for hanging around and watching the stream.